Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you for that. Okay, well, kia ora koutou, everybody, and good morning. Thank you so much for joining me today at this Mentee information session. First of all, thank you for expressing interest in this program. It's students like you and the mentors who bring this program to life, and I'm very excited to be a part of it. So I hope it lives up to everyone's expectations, and I hope that everybody learns so much from it and actually creates really positive and productive relationships with your mentors. So what are we going to discuss today? A bit of the overview of the program. What are some of the guidelines involved in mentorships? What your role as a mentee will be. The goals and outcomes we hope you achieve upon completion of the program, and a few details on what's going to happen next after these sessions today. So a bit of the program you're already familiar if you've signed up, but Otago Mentor Match is a direct pathway connecting students with Otago alumni. It's a great opportunity to exchange experiences, seek advice and guidance, and gain really valuable industry insights that can help you transition into the workforce with more ease. So how does this happen? It's a mentor match. I like to think it's a match made in career heaven, because we try to match the alumni mentors and the student mentees on the basis, bless you, bless you, on the basis of shared areas of interest, what your program of study might have been, what the mentor's professional background is, and what your career goals might be. Hello. Yes. Thanks, Paku, for making your entrance. So 3 main things that the program's about: you connect, communicate, and you collaborate. You connect, we expect a total of 3 to 5 contact hours over the course of that academic year. Now, if you decide to do that in 20-minute sessions, 30-minute sessions, or hour sessions, that's up to you and your mentor. How you communicate, you can do that through phone call, video call, emails, or even a chat thread through LinkedIn. That's also something that you agree with between you and your mentor. And then once you actually start communicating, you collaborate, you share your experiences, you discuss your skill sets, reflect on goals and the steps needed to achieve those goals. Now there's a different nature to mentoring relationships. Some can be quite casual and others can be more formal. And that's something that you really start to set at the beginning of your mentorship. So what to expect, when to expect it. Now at the beginning of the program, when the matchmaking happens and we find a mentor for you, it's good that you research a little bit about what you want to gain from this mentorship. And that's when you start setting those mentoring relationship boundaries. And that could be things like, oh, well, how much notice time do I need if I want to reschedule a meeting, et cetera, et cetera. These things are also included in the mentorship toolkit, which I'll discuss a little bit later about the platforms that we're using to do our comms. Then once you set those mentoring relationship boundaries, then you can start having open discussions about what your aspirations and goals are. What are some of the areas and skills that you'd like to work on? And then you can develop a plan of action and define the steps towards achieving those goals. And then towards the end of the mentorship, you can reflect on some of the challenges that you might have come across, how you overcame them, your achievements, and what are some of your long-term plans. What is your role as a mentee? Active listening, it's super important. And this is something that we tell our mentors as well. Be patient, build trust, and establish rapport with your mentor. And these relationship building exercises will be very important to start developing when you become a member of the workforce. Be proactive, be motivated to set goals, and that involves critical thinking, decision-making, and problem solving. We want you to be self-reflective and to really view yourself as a future member of the workforce. Be open-minded, receptive to feedback, always constructive, we tell mentors, but their diverse experience and their perspective can offer light or shed light onto situations that you might not have considered before. So be open to their experiences. Respect. Mentors are volunteering their time. They're busy people, but they're very much interested to give back to the student community. So we want you to really relish this opportunity and take the most, make the most out of it. Take advantage of this great opportunity, and yeah, be mindful of their time as well. And be inquisitive. Don't be afraid to ask questions about their personal journeys, how they got to where they are, what their professional development was like, what a day in their life could be like. Questions. They always bring so much knowledge, so don't be afraid to do so. What are some of the goals and outcomes we hope you achieve? Well, like I said, industry insights into the future career that you're wanting to pursue. Support towards feeling job ready. I mean, you can discuss doing mock interviews, how to build your CV to tailor it to the field that you want to work in, improving your employability skills, communication, leadership, relationship and trust building. This is what I was mentioning before about building that trust and rapport, which is so important in any workplace. Career strategies, it could be even like strategies that they use to overcome those challenges is really valuable as well. Networking, it could be tips and tricks on how to interact with people on LinkedIn, how to address people from different roles in an organization, for example. And ultimately, we really want you to build your confidence to feel successful in your future career endeavors. What are some of the benefits of mentorships? Well, it's increased opportunity. I've actually heard from mentors this year that through this program, they were able to offer job opportunities or job interviews. And I'm not saying that that's the go-to, but I'm saying it's a chance, it's an opportunity, professional engagement and valuable knowledge from your mentors and what you can learn from them and their lived experience. And becoming self-aware, that's what I was mentioning about feeling self-reflective and really seeing yourself as a future professional. I wanted to include here a couple of testimonies from members, participants of the program in the past. We have Nihar, who was a mentee, and I just want to touch on two comments that he made here. First of all, the great opportunity for students to learn from their industry experts by knowing their story. That's what my own doctoral research was about. It's the power of human stories and how much we can learn from them through engagement and identifying with people's journeys. And then also this last point, a brilliant program that can help students focus on career development rather than worrying about it. And then on the mentor's perspective, I thought this was also really interesting because the mentoring program allowed Monique to actually gain insights into the future workforce, which is you. So there's benefits on both sides of this mentorship. What happens next? I'll suggest if you don't have a LinkedIn profile to make one. It's a great way to also connect with your mentor. They're very responsive on LinkedIn. And if you don't have a profile, or if you have one, but you're a little bit unsure if it's what it should be, there is a career development workshop by Lindley, one of my colleagues, on the 7th of April at 9:30. If you're interested for some tips and tricks on how to build your LinkedIn profile. Then mentor matching, when student registrations close, which will be at the beginning of next week. I'm just allowing a little bit more time for a few more students to trickle in. then the mentor matching will begin. It's pretty labor intensive because unfortunately, like I said, we have an outdated system and everything's done through Excel, but I am moving my pieces to secure a Sonia account for career development so that we can streamline some of that matchmaking. But since I'm not sure when this will happen, yeah, it will be manually done for now. So if you can bear in mind that time needed to do the matching, then once that happens, we will connect you with your mentor. And we really encourage you to make that first move as well. Start that communication. And then tracking progress. And there's a section, if you haven't been able to access the workflow, please let me know. But if you have, you'll be able to see on the workflow that there's a place to track your progress or diary entries. This is what the workflow looks like. This is what you should be familiar with. But let me just take you quickly. I will also be populating the mentee catch-up appointments once the program starts. From here, you can easily just book in a session and we can have a little catch-up if there's anything you want to discuss or bring to my attention. These appointments are where you can do that. And then these mentoring sessions, submit mentoring session worksheet. This is where you can just keep track of your communications with your mentor. And it's great if you put a little diary entry, because then it'll help you navigate the program and setting those goals or the things that you discuss with your mentor. And I'll wrap it up there. I just wanted to say thank you so much again for joining me. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions. And yes, I'll be with you throughout the program to help you navigate through it. So please don't hesitate to reach out. I will now open the floor